Hello, welcome back to A Course in Miracles and this video series where we're going through the one and only workbook for students. All right. So thank you as always for joining me, and let's delve into today's idea. Like most ideas, it's relatively straightforward. I mean, you've noticed by now that the lessons, the idea that we discuss and practice and contemplate, and ideally that you put into practice, active and immediate practice, you are doing that, right? These ideas are simple in statements, and they're designed that way because spirituality is simple. We discover that on the path. Truth is simple. And we discover on the path that there's really nothing for us to do at all. We're allowing it to be as it is. And this is the function of the miracle, is to lift the veil. It's to remove the barriers and the obstacles. It's lifting them so that the truth can shine of itself. And we recognize that we're part of that, one with it. In other words, one with God. And we always have been. And along those lines, we're at lesson 292 in the workbook for students, which assures us that a happy outcome to all things is sure. A happy outcome to all things is sure. In a world full of vicissitudes and strife and war and economic competition, past due bill notices and people rear-ending us on the freeway, all that shit, right? When we open up our news feed and see war, and we see people suffering and people laughing at other people's expense, all the drama, right? All of the attendant psychodrama that accompanies life in the world as we think it is. It's not really. We think it is. We make it real for ourselves. So how in the hell, right, can we say that a happy outcome to all things is sure? Oh, well, we just talked about it a minute ago. The miracle lifts the veil and allows truth to simply shine as it is. And that is the experience that we have on the path. Every time we perform a miracle, the veil is lifted. We begin to identify more and more with the light. Can this happen all at once? Yes. Does it happen that way for most of us? No. No, you never get more than you're ready for in the present moment. So if peeling away all of the veils will terrify you, then you can bet that's not going to happen right now. You'll get it gradually and partially, and it will be precisely what you need in the present moment. Why? A happy outcome to all things is sure. We are the Christ, the thought of God, the extension of God, one with our Creator. No doubt. Our will and God's will are one and the same. One. One doesn't mean 8 billion, does it? It means one. So that's simple, right? It's another one of these very, very simple statements about spirituality. I mean, it's disarmingly simple. And you know what? That's the point. Isn't it? Yeah, that's the point. is to help us to drop our defenses, to lift the veil, allow it to just to be thrown to the side. The question for us in the world is, how soon? When? When will we be ready for that? How about right now? It's a choice that we make in the present moment. We're really choosing how long we want to delay our awareness of who we really are. Love itself. It's what you are. It's what we all are. So our question is, how long do we wish to delay this experience? We have free will to delay that as long as we like. Millions of lifetimes, if that's what you choose. Really, it's your choice. It's my choice. It's the choice of each and every one of us. When we choose the ego, when we withhold love and forgiveness, we're making a fear-based choice, an ego-based choice, and we're interfering, aren't we? It's one way of putting it. And the prayer that accompanies lesson 292 says, let us not interfere. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Let us not interfere, because that's precisely what's going on here, is we're interposing our own will for the will of God and making a vain effort to substitute our own lowercase w will, our little will, separate will to power, right? Ego power, right? Will to dominate all life, attack, 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 defend yourself, define and defend personal territory. Fuck these people are great, right? The yo-yo, the hamster wheel. Yeah, all that. We're interposing our own will in place of the will of God, which is already done, by the way. You know, thy will be done, it's done. We simply are allowing that to be as it is. Miracle lifts the veil. Now, the miracle, again, is any thought, any word, any deed that represents love. It's any shift in our minds from the ego to God, from fear to love. No matter how seemingly small it may be. It could be walking down the street and saying hello to somebody. You never know. I mean, even that seemingly small act can make someone's day. I mean, what if they're having some really nasty thoughts? You pull them out of it just by saying hello. It's really powerful when you think about it that way. And as we're reassured, often in A Course in Miracles, there is no order of difficulty in miracles. I mean, one is literally just like another. There are another. They're the same. Just like we're the same as every living thing. We are the Christ. Now, if you didn't learn that in Sunday school, don't worry about it. Neither did I. However, fast forward, you know, I mean, that was when I was a teenager. I'm 50 now, and well, I'm in a different place. Why am I in a different place? I've chosen to be in a different place. It's a choice that you can make as well, and I invite you to do that. So practice lesson 292 and let us not interfere. Let us not think that we know so much that we can impose our own confused will for the will of God. Let us stop the madness. That's one way of putting it, isn't it? Stop the madness. Yes, let us no longer delay. Let us not interfere with the will of God. Amen.